I swear we want it. Although, not if I play the hard ones. Whoa. Well, oh, did I not did I start broadcasting or not? Okay, I did. It's on air. Okay. Only microphone audio. Whatever. So, yeah, I feel inspired by the universe to maybe do stylist if I get enough bravery in my heart. And it will require JoJo's Bizarre Adventure level of energy. I'll have to play this rad song every morning. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, it's nice, but it's also stressful. It, yeah. Hmm. Well, I guess I used to think it was my job to save everybody, or like, but of course that's sort of arrogant. I like to think I know how, and then to think I can't. I basically have come to accept that I simply cannot. Like, I can't change anyone's life for them. Oh, oh boy. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think it's a little bit of an arrogance. I'm trying to let it go, but yeah. I'm actually, well, I'm not like an expert on like doing makeup or anything, but it's like I think I know how to develop a personal style better than most people. Most people are like following trends, which is not as good of an idea because trends change a lot. And you're never satisfied with, you're like it's like trying to meet society's standard. Hmm. Yeah. Well, also like I guess I think I know how to make things look good. So even if you have like basically people have a way they want to look, but they might not know how to make it look good. Um uh I could help people figure out what their aesthetic even is that like would work for them. And then I could help people figure out how to make it look good on them. I would be good at that. Oh, there's like a ton of people here. Well, I guess like you'd have to figure out how they want to look when they don't even know. And I think I have an idea how to do that. Which is like I am good at aesthetics, so like if I would my approach would be let's figure out what they're drawn to naturally, even though they probably don't think about it that way. I would like what are all the like video game characters and book characters that you feel drawn to? Like what do you either we're not gonna go for realistic. Like, what do you want to look like? And I'm gonna figure out how to translate that aesthetic into like modern world. Like, why do you like Han Solo? Like, that's the question. Like, I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna figure out what it is about Han Solo that makes you want to be him, and then we're gonna translate that into like current style. Not a ton. I wouldn't be doing that. I'm not trying to like be a paid like beautician. I would be like a wardrobe consultant, a style consultant, or something. Yeah. I don't. Well, I think I'm making it up. I don't know if it's a real thing. I'm like, would you hire someone to help you figure out what to buy when you're trying to like become your own style person? Yeah, there's like a show. Yeah, they do that. I mean, I could give you advice. Obviously, like I don't know how to cut hair, but I mean I do actually cut my own hair, but I'm not like an expert. I don't have a license to cut hair, let's say, which is also important. But I would know how to help you figure out what you actually want. There's basically people can't tell the difference between what they think they should be like and what they actually want, but I can help them figure that out. They're trying to, most of the time, your wants are muddied up with what you think is acceptable. Yeah, I would help them. I would help them figure out if there's an in between that works better, but that is attainable for their like body type. Right, it needs to be attainable for you. Um, well, I've also noticed that people do like what looks good. They just can't tell why it looks good on somebody and versus on them. But it's like a lot of it has to do with like color theory and like line and stuff. So like the you can't make someone look good in something that isn't good for their like body and color type, but you can find a version of it in the right color that will look good. They just didn't know to do that. So sometimes people try on clothes and think it's not for them because they picked the wrong colors and stuff because they were trying to they couldn't tell, they didn't understand how it worked. Mm-hmm. But like that's not how they look, and they're not taking that into account, or like they don't know how to. Yeah, so I basically have a lot of ideas about this already, and I've been collecting them, and it sounds fun to me. So, and it's, I think I could do it in a way that is like the way I should be working if I'm like it would be more suited to my n- physical brain and body needs. So, mhm. And like I could do one-on-one stuff, so I wouldn't have to like. I'm introverted, but I like being around people one-on-one. Mhm. I just like find dealing with a lot of people exhausting, and so a lot of jobs feel like I would have to be like, I don't know, masking a lot, not autism masking, but just like pretending to have energy that I didn't have, which would be draining in the long term, right? I think people try to move towards authenticity, but they don't know what they actually like. And they get it mixed up with like shoulds a lot. Um, Something worth untangling, you know. Who they think they should be versus who they actually are. If I like learned tailoring or something, but I don't think I want to. I don't think I need to. No, I'm just gonna keep doing my sociology degree, but because that's still in the. But like, I would like to be doing some kind of money or work in the meantime, like career building. Um, I need to save up for top surgery, and I don't want to make someone else pay for it. Basically, I want to do it myself. So yeah. I just don't. The people I could ask, I don't want them involved, I guess. It's like, yeah. Yeah, I already owe them things, but like, I don't want to owe them this for some reason. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. So I basically feel the need to be like earning my own money because of this specifically. But it would be good overall to like be doing that. And so, yeah, I still want to do more school in the direction of being a therapist, but this seems like a good thing to do. I don't feel like I need to learn anything. Basically, the fact that there's not really school for it means that I'm just as good an expert as anybody. There are like fashion schools, but they're not like that's if you want to become like a French designer. Like that's who cares about that? Mm-hmm. It doesn't, I mean, I guess I have such a low opinion of the fashion industry that like I'm fine just subverting the whole thing. I wouldn't feel like I'm doing anything wrong by not having a degree in it. But which like so I feel like in graphic my other skills are like kind of marketing and content creation and graphic design. I do feel weird not having a degree in those because there are people with it and there's a lot of them and I feel weird being like I'm worth just as much as them because I don't feel like I am. But in this I do feel like I'm worth just as much. Like nobody's some people are more practiced at this skill than me, but there's not like a degree that's gonna like make you good. So, haha, I'll just do what I want, man. Yep. Yeah, also this is like a thing that's like not important if you fuck it up. And like it like therapy is, right? Like you don't want to fuck up that, but um it's like it's almost like a luxury good. Like people only pay for this kind of thing if they like can afford it. Yeah. And like just mhm. Yeah. So I mean, I just feel no major hesitations besides that it's like gonna be a lot of work to get it going, but it honestly sounds fun to me. So, and nothing. I'm learning more. I'm very interested in it. I there's actually like a certification I'm interested in, kind of. There's like different. I don't know what kind of organizations there are, but there's different groups that like you can become like an official like trained person if you go to their trainings and I was interested in that first. I'm still interested, but I might just figure out my own system. Anyway, there's why. Mm, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I think I'll look and apply for them, but I'm not sure how easy it is to like get into their programs and stuff. So, um, or if they are actually good, they might be fake good, you know. Yeah, well, it's also like I think I'm fairly clear on what I can and can't do, and I'm comfortable like getting the clarification of like what the person would want. I think I know how to figure that out. So I'm just be like, yeah, it's like not what I can do. Sorry. Nah, you're fine. I'm not offended by that. It does jazz me up. Yeah, that's the real thing is like I'm jazzed. That's all. That's mhm. 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 Yeah. I that's like a cause which is dear to me, I guess. And I don't know, I think a lot my culture thinks like dressing well is superficial and not important, and I think dressing well is, but not dressing as yourself. Like presenting yourself as yourself to the world is very helpful. Feeling like yourself, a best version of yourself, is powerful. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. I mean, if you want to wear a tuxedo with three buttons. I mean, I don't care about the rules, I guess. Some fashion people do. I don't. I'm like, just, I want to help people figure out, like, what makes them feel good. For some people, the answer is that they just want to do whatever the society rules are, and I'm like, I don't particularly want to work with those people. But I will if they pay me. Mhm. Mhm. I guess I don't think there's that many people that are interested in fashion, but I think there's a lot of people that are interested in dressing more authentically, actually. They just want to feel better about their clothes. They're like not happy with it, but they don't know why. That's my perception, might not be true. But oh yeah, I'm not thinking about that at all. I would just I would start with like what do you want to look like on like an everyday basis? Like what's your casual outfit? Not for work, just for you. Like where do you wear on the weekend at home? Like are you happy with it? And the answer for most people is probably no. Because their wardrobe's full of things they don't like, but they think they should like. Yeah, well, I think like people don't dress well on an everyday basis when they probably or like dress in a way that they like. If you can't dress for yourself on your weekend, on your alone time, then when can you do it? Never. Like that's where you start. Be like, hey, like who do you want to be? Who do you see yourself as? Like what makes you feel good? Um, and we can do red carpet looks, I guess, if we need to, but I won't be a ton of help there. I can help them figure a direction. But mhm. Whoops. Yeah, I mean, basically, I was just noticing today. I don't always do it, but I dress like pretty extra, like a lot, even though I'm not doing anything that day. And I do it because I don't really care about other people seeing me in my clothes. I just like want to dress in a way that makes me excited. Like, why not be glamorous every day if I can? Like, there's no reason not to. But I think most people wouldn't do it because they would feel like weirdly socially ashamed. But I think if you just give people the okay, some people would do it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I can convince everyone to do that, but I think I can push people in that direction. Be like, hey, stop following the rules because it's not making you happy. Like, stop worrying about what other people think on this one. hmm No one's forcing you to wear basketball shorts and a t-shirt every day. You don't actually have to do this. You just don't know what else to do. And yeah. hmm Yeah, because I care, and I'm like, most people don't care, but it still affects them. They just don't know that they can care, basically. Right. It's different when it's like people's perceptions of you, but a lot of people are unhappy with the way they present themselves. They just didn't know, they don't know either they want to do it better, but they don't know how, or like they don't realize that they're not dressing for themselves. They like